Dave and Lucy have been in business for a long time. They have a great business and a great team. After years of hard work, they wanted to increase their property portfolio with their dream home. But being self-employed, they found their bank's lending criteria very restrictive. They saw Toowoomba's Edge Lending, the business lending experts. Edge Lending thinks outside the box and were able to secure a facility for Dave and Lucy to purchase the property. Edge Lending, making business lending easier.
Hi everyone, Scott from Edge Specialist Advice Network. I hope you're well. Hey, today I'm coming to you from the beach in Castelldefels, which is just outside of, it's Barcelona outskirts basically, so in Spain. And one of the things here, and this will date this video a little bit, but a couple of weeks ago, the entirety of Spain, the entirety of Portugal and the bottom part of France was without power. The whole country went down. The power grid collapsed. And pretty much before that, they were touting their green credentials, and they were very proud that almost basically 100% of the power generated for the grid was powered by green renewables. And then the next week, the grid collapsed, because what happens is that power is supposed to be like a constant kind of wave. Everything vibrates in this world, and we can some of my clients will kind of get that straight away. But what happens is with power that comes from solar and wind, that it's like intermittent. Basically, it collapses the grid. So none of the grids around the world are really fit for purpose for green energy. And so that's not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video was, what happened over here was nobody had anything. So as in, like, there was no phones, there was no electricity, your fridge went off. When you're in Spain, kitchens aren't huge. People eat out all the time. Restaurants had to shut. Grocery stores had to shut. Often, Spanish families would shop every second day. They always have fresh food. So nobody had, ATMs didn't work. Phones didn't work. There was zero. And one of the really scary things was, even in Portugal, they were letting citizens know via some sort of radio signal that it may be down for 1 week. Now think of it in your country, whether you're in Canada, US, Australia, a lot of my clients are in as well. When you're going to turn the tap on in your kitchen sink, unless you've got a tank-fed water system and the power's down, there is no water to drink either. So I guess one of these videos is like, is it smart to have a little bit of preparation to protect your family, knowing that a lot of the countries are going into this grid, into this energy system, right or wrong? It's a cult religious ideology. The grid is not fit for purpose, and Spain and Portugal and the bottom part of France proved that a couple of weeks ago when it went down. It was down for about 24 hours, and then it sort of came on intermittently. Obviously, they got the hospitals up and running first responders, so that not everyone had power straight away. Some people were still without power for 3 days. So some people would have been very, very, very hungry. You can imagine you had a baby, like those sort of things, hospitals, everything would have had an issue. So one of the things that I think is very, very smart, and when I talk about financial preparation, is that everyone should hold some cash at home. I think it makes sense to hold about a month or maybe even 2 months worth of spending of just groceries and things like that. Don't worry about bills, just groceries. So if the power does go down, you can actually go and barter, well, not barter, actually pay for some groceries where other people cannot. If you wanted to hold a lot more than that, I would hold the balance in silver at home. For one of my wealthier clients, okay, maybe have some gold as well stashed somewhere. You should also have what? I would say that you should have maybe 2 battery packs, the battery packs that you would take in to recharge your phones. Maybe you should have 2 of those, like in your garage or something, pre-charged, already ready. Don't put them in your house, in your bedroom. If they catch fire, they'll burn the place down really, really, really severely. I'd have them, if you had a shed outside, that's where I'd put them. If you had in the garage, that's where I'd put them then. As long nowhere near your bedrooms. It's a disaster waiting to happen. But these are the things we might need to do, knowing that we're heading into a world where power grids are really, really unstable. Maybe I'd have 2 jerry cans worth of petrol, remembering that you can't go to the service station, and when the power's out, the pumps don't work. And maybe your car was near empty. Maybe all you need to do is get from your place to your grandmother's place, who lives on a bit of a property and there's food there or something. Doesn't matter what it is, or you get to your selected people. If you can't drive there because you didn't fill your car up and you were going to do it today, but then the power's out and the power's out for 2 or 3 days, you can't get anywhere. Look, my clients that can hold handguns, lead, yeah, absolutely. Not saying that that's you ever want to use that, but your responsibility is to protect your family. Wives, that's you as well. I think every wife should have a handgun, just for protection in this day and age. And obviously, look, for all those preppers out there, maybe at least some canned food, gas bottle that you can cook some stuff on a gas fire, food that's going to last a while. You can boil some rice, boil some pasta. You can even do some dehydrated, protein and meat and stuff. Maybe some long life milk, whatever it is. It's just a reminder that responsibility is on us. People that make people that are making all the decisions around here, the last thought that they have is for you as an individual. That is not what they're thinking about. They're thinking about something else that's like, it would blow your mind if you actually knew what it was, right? So anyway, guys, when I'm here in Spain, I'm just remembering all these things that happened and was crazy around the world. And I look back at my clients and I go, this is something that we all should have a chat about. You know, start small, maybe a couple of cans a week on your grocery list, put them aside, things that last a long time, build a little survival kit, bottles of fresh water, obviously. And you know what? Hopefully you never have to use it, but if you do, you'll be one of the smarter families, and then you can go out and help your other community once you save yourself. All right, guys, that's enough from me. Coming to you from Costa de Feliz Beach in Spain. Remember, life is a family sport. Give yours an edge. See ya.
John's home-based tradie business has outgrown his garage. With work starting to pick up, John wants to take on an apprentice, upgrade the work ute, and move to an industrial shed. It was hard for John to get a loan because he has inconsistent income. John saw Toowoomba's Edge Lending, the business lending experts. Edge Lending was able to secure a loan to help grow his business by tapping into the equity in his home. Edge Lending Solutions, helping small businesses to grow.